The woman woke up and was shocked to discover that she had transmigrated into a novel as the evil stepmother. The original owner had a strong and ruthless personality and methods. Her husband was a cold CEO who acted decisively, and their marriage was only a family-arranged union. The woman's only task after marrying in was to take care of the CEO's 7-year-old son. Unexpectedly, the original villainess tried to gain the CEO's attention, and secretly drove the kind and innocent child into bipolar disorder. In the end, when the boy grew up, he turned dark and sought revenge on the heroine. Fortunately, the boy was only 7 years old now, so everything could still be changed. The next morning at breakfast, the woman tried to get close to the child, but the child completely resisted. At that moment, the maid brought green bean rice and forced the child to eat it, but the child clearly stated he was allergic to green beans, and eating them would cause problems. But the maid insisted it was the CEO's order and forced him to eat. Seeing this, the woman could not help but stop it on the spot. Unexpectedly, the maid thought it was just an excuse for picky eating. The child then lost control of his emotions and threw the tray to the ground. This action successfully angered the housekeeper. Without saying a word, he dragged the boy into the isolation room. The woman followed in out of concern, and the housekeeper took the opportunity to lock them both inside. At that moment, she discovered the child had claustrophobia. This incident gradually brought their relationship closer. She then tried to contact the CEO, but the CEO scolded her for disturbing him during work time, and directly hung up the phone. The child was already used to this, because his mother had also never received any response from his father. The woman realized that this dark household was slowly destroying the child. One day later, when the isolation ended, the housekeeper still acted arrogantly and insulted them when opening the door. The woman directly fought back and smashed a bottle at him, and forcibly took back control. She locked the housekeeper in the isolation room, and warned him not to touch the child again. At that moment, the maid tried to snatch the key. The woman immediately slapped her again, and publicly declared herself the lady of the house, and that no servant was allowed to overstep. The child reminded her that his biological mother once said this kind of behavior was wrong. The woman also knew his birth mother was a kind person, so she raised the child to be kind as well. But the woman would not teach him to endure bullying. She told him that in this house he was the young master, and if he was bullied he must fight back. At night, she finally released the housekeeper, and warned him that if he ever locked the child up again, she would kick him out. The housekeeper was unwilling and secretly complained to the CEO. As expected, after the CEO returned home, the two servants knelt on the ground and complained, reporting the woman's various tyrannical behaviors. At that moment, the woman could no longer tolerate it, and kicked the door open and walked in.